Hi everybody, so interesting times we have found ourselves in. This is just a little 15-minute stretch for those of you who are working at your dining room table or your sofa or your bed, just to get up, get moving, get mobilised for 15 minutes. So all you need is some space, maybe a mat or a towel if you have it. Take your shoes off, take your shirt off, do whatever you want to. So coming in, stepping somewhere, nice solid surface. Give me a nice big deep breath, then you're going to reach the arms up towards the ceiling. With the breath out, take a big reach, big circle around. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's get some breath through the body. Flush the system through. One more time. Next one we're going to take is a big breath in, a big reach up. Then I want you to start to roll forward. Let your arms, your fingers dive you forward as the shoulders roll. Come down nice and heavy to the front of the feet. Let the arms reach to the floor, the knees soften. Head's heavy, knees are soft and back's long. At the bottom, breathe in. Breathe out, start to rebuild. Tuck the tail under, lift through the belly, restack from the bottom to the top. Coming up nice and tall, let the head lift. And then reach, breathe in. Breathe out, lift, reach, dive forward. Keeping the softness through the backs of the knees. Feel the lengthen through the spine as you come down nice and heavy to the floor. Head's heavy. Breathe in, breathe out, scoop the tummy, tuck, rise and roll. Feel your spine re-lengthen, rebuild to the top. Top last time, breath in, reach up, breath out, reach, lengthen, dive. Come down a little bit heavier this time, maybe let the knees soften, let the fingers touch the floor. Let your head fall heavy, your shoulders fall like you're draped across a big barrel. Take a breath in, then slowly bring yourself down onto all fours. Coming down to the mat, I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see. You want shoulders, wrists in line, knees in underneath the hips. And then a nice long flat back. Take a breath in. You're going to come into your cat-cow as you start to arch the back. Lift the tummy, tuck the tail, draw the chin towards the chest. Imagine you're being pulled a little magnet to the ceiling. Breathe out, roll the shoulders, dip the belly, lift the tail, lift the head. Breathe in, arch, rise and roll. Bring in some mobility to the shoulders, to the middle back. Roll, dip, breathe out. Tails up, heads up, tummy's dipped. Just a couple more here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one on the arch. Rise high to the top. And then slow dip through the middle. You're going to come back to rest in neutral spine for me, so straight line from head to tail. I want you to start really slowly on this one, so just take your time, finding the weight across each hand, rock side to side. Taking the weight across each finger, feeling the pressure come into the mat. Then you're going to really start to exaggerate these big circles. I want you to take the hips off to one side, let them push down, and then back, around, away from me as you roll up and over on the opposite side. I want you to imagine you're into a little tunnel and you're trying to touch the edges with the hips and pelvis. You want to feel the stretch come through the IT. Bring the lats down the sides of the back. Feel the weight distribute across from each limb. Nice even big breaths. Just find that fluidity. Move in a way that feels good. One more in this direction. The next time you're at the top, you're going to change. Let the hips drop to the opposite side. Roll back, roll down, roll up and over. Again, finding that semicircle with the hips, finding the weight distribution coming through the limbs. Maybe starting to hear some creaks and cracks from those joints. One more time in this direction. And then up and through to the top. Okay, just reset your position, take some weight off the wrists if you need to. What I want you to do is bring your right leg forward. Once your right leg's forward, you're going to upright your body and find that balance on one knee. You want nice solid knee and ankle, and in the back you're stacked over the back knee. Nice tall posture. You're going to lift the arms, reach up. Then I want you to pull the hips slightly forward, tuck the heel, slight arch of the body, we look to the seat, and if you can, find the stretch through the hip flexor. Breath out, you're going to press the hips back, reach the arms forward, a little bit of space into the hamstrings. You can use the floor if you're unstable here, or you can hold on to something. Breathe in, lift, hips forward, breathe out. You can just mobilize them through the hip flexor. Find some space into those hamstrings if you've been sitting all day. Couple more, breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. Rise to the top. And release the arms. You're going to take the hands down either side of that right foot. And then I want you to walk the right leg out, nice and wide to the side. Put it nice and strong in that lovely strong stance in your 3 points of contact. You're going to press the hips back behind you, reach through the arms, and then slowly draw back to the top. Breathe in, press back. Breathe out, rise to the top. And that lovely stretch through the adductors, through the inner thighs, through the hips again. Just working the breath through the body. 2 more. Last one. Coming tall to the top. Keeping the right leg out nice and wide in that same position. I want you to reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. Open across the chest, look towards the roof, open the heart. Breathe out, you're going to reach through, reach under, and thread the needle through the left arm. Lift up, reach. Breathe out. Working through the thoracic, find that gentle twist across the body. Just 2 more, breathe and reach. Last one. Reach high to the top. And then reset. Tucking the right leg back and underneath. The way you bring your toes together, open your knees wide. Take the weight back into your heels and reach the arms low. Drop the chest low. Open the knees as wide as you comfortably can. And sink into that lovely child's pose. Allowing the hips to open. Lower back starts to lengthen. We go for some twists here. So right arm going to reach in underneath the left. Let your head rest on the floor, your arm reach through. And if you can, you're going to take your left arm up behind you and hook it in behind that right thigh. Actively pulling back on the shoulder, opening the chest. Try to hold this here. Focus on the length coming across the front of the body. Big deep breaths. Be pulling back on that left shoulder a little bit more as you open up through the heart. One more big breath here. Reaching the left arm back to the ceiling. Roll back to center. Bringing the right arm back and through it. Coming back into that nice vanilla child's pose. Reset your position here. Sink a little bit lower if you can. On the opposite side, left arm's going to reach through underneath. Reach the fingertips and look towards them. Right arm's going to reach up high. Roll around and to hook in behind that left thigh. Setting the head, rest on the floor, letting the butt sink back as much as you can. Actively pulling back on that right shoulder, open up the chest. Breath in, try to sink a little bit deeper. Breath out. Allow the hips to melt in, pelvis drops down in the middle, shoulders roll open, breathe in. Breathe out. Reaching the right arm back to the ceiling. Roll back to the top. And then reset back into your child's pose. Arms reach, chest drops slowly, a little rock side to side if that feels good. So just coming back into all fours. Bringing the hands back in underneath the shoulders. Bringing the knees back and underneath the hips. We are going to come into the left side of those little hamstring stretches. I want you to bring the left leg forward, bring it level with your hands, and then lift the body up if you can. Remember, take something to hold on to if you need to. Knee, ankle, and line as you're stacked over that back hip. Let your arms reach up to the ceiling, look to the fingertips. Breathe in, lean back, extend, open the chest. Breathe out, send the hips back, reach the arms forward. You have to stretch the fingertips away from the hips here. Pull back into that left leg. Reach, rise to the top. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nice and slow here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's do one more. Rise, hip flexor. Breathe out. And then back to the top. Release the arms, bring them down beside that left foot. Then you're walking the left leg out nice and wide to the side. I'm just going to turn the other direction so you can see this one. As you breathe in, you're going to press the body back. Sink into the hips, find that adductor stretch. And then rise back to the top. You can find your range through these, take your time, sinking that a little bit deeper with each rep. Rise to the top. Couple more, sink back. Rise to the top. Last one. And then back to that 3 points. When you take the left arm from the floor, reach up to the ceiling and look to the ceiling. Open up the heart. Exhale, you thread the needle through, reach under. Inhale, lift, open. Exhale, reach. Find that thoracic stretch. Lengthen through the torso, the side body. And breathe. 2 more, breathe in. Lengthen from finger to finger. Last one. Through and under. And then back into all fours. For me, just take a little second, shake out the wrists, roll out the arms. And then I want you to bring your legs forward in front of you. You come and just sit on your mat, the legs out ahead. This isn't comfortable, maybe grab a cushion if you want to sit in underneath. And do a couple of stretches for those legs. I want you to open the legs out as wide as you can. I want you to walk yourself so you're sitting up on your sit bones, so you're stacked from the sit bones to the shoulders, nice and tall through the posture. You're going to bring your right foot into the inside of your left thigh, and then keep that lovely height for me. You're going to sit nice and active through the long leg, and then let your arms reach out your sides. As you breathe in, you take a big reach to the top. Begin to release the fingers, reach high. I want you to rotate towards the straight leg and then start to fold forward. Don't worry about your range on this one, that is totally fine. Slow breath in as you rise to the top. Release to center and relax the arms. So we lift, breathe in, twist, rotate, breathe out, fold. Even to reach a little bit further with each stretch. Breathe in, lift, rotate, breathe out. 2 more, breathe in, rotate, breathe out. Breathe in, lift, rotate to center, breathe out. The last one we're going to aim to hold, so breath into the top, rotate, breath out. I want you to aim to find your foot, maybe your ankle, maybe your knee, wherever you can reach towards. And I want you to try to hold here, just gently pulling yourself over towards those toes. Try to keep pressing that right knee out and away. Even to bring the forehead down towards the knee as much as you can. Don't worry, it's hard to get there. Breath in. Breath out, maybe reach a little bit deeper. 1 more. Reach the arms long, lift the body. Rotate to center and circle. Good. Now bring in 2 arms or 2 legs straight out in front of you. Sit up nice and tall. Let the feet flex. I want you to take both arms down by your sides and let the palms face up. As you exhale, I want you to reach, sweep and scoop down. A little hard for me at the minute, we'll get there. Big lift to the top. And then big reach. Again, just mobilizing through the shoulders, finding some space in the back hamstrings. Also getting a little bit of work through the back as you reach. Imagine someone's pulling you backwards from behind as you aim to reach ahead and front. I want you to work through the breath here. So the exhale is going to help you fold, reach, get some more space through the middle. Inhale to left, reach, circle. Let's go one more. Breathe out, reach. Breathe in, lift, and circle. Good. And back into that nice wide stance. Right leg's out long, left leg's going to hug in nice and tight towards the inside of the thigh. Again, stack the hips with the shoulders and let the arms fall by your sides. Again, with all these, it's just finding your stretch, finding what works for you today. So breath in, reach the arms. Rotate towards the long leg. Breath out, reach and fold. First one's always the tightest. Breath in, lift. Rotate to center. Breath out. Breathe in. Rotate. Use the exhale for you to fold into. Even after the first one, I'm feeling a little bit looser. Lift up, rotate, and release. Two more. Breathe in. Rotate, breathe out. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out. Last one. This one we're going to hold down. Breath in. Rotate, breath out. Aim to hook your toes, maybe your ankle, maybe your calf, wherever you can reach to today. Just finding that stretch across the side body. Try to pull the chest down towards your knees as much as you can. Remember, not past any kind of discomfort, just slight stretch. Get your forehead maybe lower down towards your knee if you can. Keep pressing out and away with that left kneecap. Breath in, breath out. One more. Lift the arms, reach, breath in. Rotate to center. And circle. Good. So I want you to bring both of your feet together. Maybe reach down, grab hold of your ankles if you can, wrap your hands around your toes if you prefer to. If you're feeling a little bit less flexible, maybe grab a cushion again on this one. I want you to try to plug your shoulders down. Imagine you're trying to pull your heart through the middle. You're nice and tall across the torso, chin's lifted, and the knees are pressing out and away. Keep pulling the shoulders down, breath in, breath out. Press the knees a little bit wider, breath in, breath out. And cross the feet over. If it's not comfortable for you to sit with your legs crossed, you can sit on a chair, you can sit on your knees, wherever is comfortable at the minute. I want you to let your arms rest by your sides. I want you to take the right arm and reach up and over to the left side. Find the stretch across through the serratus, the lats, and then big reach rainbow back to the top. Press the right arm, lift the left. Exhale. Inhale. One more each side. Reach. And release. Last time. And release. Because we're going to finish off with a little bit of mobility to get you standing again. So if you come back to all fours, bring the hands in underneath the shoulders, tuck your toes in underneath, and then lift the knees from the floor. Press the hips to the ceiling. Range is yours on this one. Don't worry about getting the feet to the floor. It's just about the movement. I want you to bend one knee, press the opposite heel down, and then switch. Taking that little paddle, that little walk out through the feet. Feel the calf muscles, the hamstrings. Try to lengthen away from the floor with the arms. Pulling the hips high to the ceiling for 5. For 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Let both heels just relax wherever they're comfortable, and then slowly walking the hands in. Allow your knees to bend. Let your arms, your body, everything just hang heavy from the joints. You might take one hand to each elbow, let the biceps frame the face. Look towards your kneecaps. And then take a gentle rock from side to side. Just loosen the shoulders and the sockets, let the head fall heavy, feel the cervical, just get some space across the back of the neck. Take a breath in, a breath out, let the arms fall heavy. Go nice and slowly as we rebuild from the bottom. Tuck the tail, lift the belly, restack the vertebrae. Tall to the top. Let the head lift, the shoulders roll back. And stand tall. Let's finish with a little shrug. Breathe in, draw the shoulders to your ears. Breathe out. 2 more. Last one. And that is your 15-minute stretch. Enjoy the